If you ask me which is my favorite car, I can say one answer, which will be Mercedes G-Wagon. And if you ask me which is the car which you would start driving and doing all kind of stunts, it is the Maruti Gypsy. And now I have bought a car which combines both in one means, which is the Suzuki Jimny, which is also known as the Chota G-Wagon and the successor of Maruti Gypsy. This will be coming to India very time soon, and I'm bringing the first exclusive drive from Dubai. Welcome to Flywheel. One thing best about the Jimny is the size and its cuteness, and the design is also very boxy, which is why it's called as a baby G-Wagon. You can see it's got a front with a round headlight. The grille is not standard, it's an optional one. The bonnet shape and the cuttings are also just like from the Gypsy and can be also called from the G-Wagon. There's an upright front screen which again gives that boxy feel, and there's a bold bumper with air vents on that, and you can see the skirts, which is a wheel arch, which also give a look for the car from the front, which is a massive masculine look, which is good for an off-road. So it's a very unique climate which I'm facing right now in Dubai. It's going to be sandstorm, it's going to be raining, and it's pretty cold also. Anyway, let's check out the side profile of the new Jimny. It's a boxy side profile, which is evident from the design. Straight line on the hood, bold wheel arch, straight roof line, very big silhouette and greenhouse. And you can see this is a huge door which is almost covering the entire wheelbase. And it's a very short wheelbase car, but again, the door is so big that it's easy for access. There's a big glass over there, and the wheel arch also is bold here. The 15-inch alloy is there in the car, but the tire size has been improved by the owner, which is good for the stability. Anyway, on the side profile, it's unlike any other compact SUV. It's giving the proper off-road rugged feel, which is essential to call it as a proper off-roader. So normally when you come to the rear, you can see a proper hatchback kind of design in most of the compact SUVs. But here in this case, it's a proper boxy off-roader kind of a design with complement with the spare wheel on the rear. You can see it's a very narrow spare wheel, which is a standard one. And this spare wheel cover look like in the G-Wagon, like the G63. And you know there is a G63 kit available for this car in the UAE. Most of the people do that and keep along with the G63. I've seen a couple of cars and look very attractive. Anyway, this boxy design actually complement for this car and look very attractive, very different, and it stands out to be a proper SUV design from the crowd of all big hatchback SUVs. And you can see it's a sideways door, open it. There's no much space in the rear, but if you want to keep a bag or small bag, it's fine. Otherwise, you can fold and make space for your luggage. And there's a two tail light on the bumper, and you can also see the differential, which again give that off-roader feel. Anyway, I would say Suzuki has nailed this design, making it different from others in the crowd. That itself is the biggest success of this car. So this Jimny, as you can expect, is not a very big car, so the space is also a bit cramped. But I think it's very cute to have such a small interior. You can sit with your spouse very closely. This is a hand rest which is extra fitment. So if that's not there, you can brush your shoulder and sit along romantically if you want. Otherwise, you can also quarrel with brushing your shoulders. Anyway, that's up to you. Here the design is a very simple one. With 2021 design, you can see an infotainment system is a touch screen in the top. Air vent is placed below that. The AC controls are the below. You know, the power window switches are also placed below. This is an automatic one. The gear lever is here, and as in the Gypsy, you can see the four-wheel drive lever behind that. The steering wheel is very similar to what we have seen in most of the Maruti cars from the Swift onwards. So that is again a very known one. Like in the Gypsy, there is two analog meter in the round shape, and there is one digital console in the center. And you know, this being a customized car is not the standard upholstery in this car. This orange with black interior look attractive. There's a diamond switch over here. There's a H logo, which could be Hanny's logo. Anyway, the front seat are sorted, but the rear one is a bit small one. You can accommodate one adult or two kids. It's like in the Thar, it's only two-seater, but it's little more narrower than in the Thar. And in this car, like in the Rolls-Royce, you can get a starlight roof, which again is an attractive element, but that's not a standard feature anyway. So when it comes to India, it is said to be a 5-door one. So there will be a 2-row seat, and that could be a proper, maybe a 4-seater or maybe a 5-seater. That time only will prove. But I would any day prefer such a cute small car, which is good for your couple and kids. I think this is quite enough for this car. So once you start driving the all-new Jimny, what comes to your mind is the compactness of this vehicle. There was a time when we used to drive cars like the Maruti 800 and Alto 800 where we were sitting very close and it felt like a small compact vehicle rather than being a big vehicle. It felt like really a compact vehicle. Same experience is what I am having here. It really feels like a compact vehicle where everything is on reach, everything is very close, and even if you are a second person in this car, they're also sitting very close. So that's the first thing which actually caught my attention on this car. As I mentioned, it's a small engine in this car, but it's quite enough for this because it's a small car with a small body weight. So that's good enough. This automatic is decent, but the advantage is that it has transfer case and there is both 4 high and 4 low, which can be used to off-road. But I've not done any serious off-roading because it's a customer car and they mostly use it as a city car, so I didn't want to take it off-road. But anyway, I will expect this car to do good off-roading, and it can do, but you may have to do some upgrade like lifting a little and putting a better tire to do serious off-roading. In most of the cases, I think the Jimny would be considered as a city car which has a proper SUV character. That way it has been sorted very well. But you know, the driving character of this car is not that sharp like any of the hard driving machine, but it's quite good in the sense like you can do a decent drive. It's got a bit of body roll and the steering is light, but it again is not a very powerful machine to push to the limit. It can be done decently. So that way I felt it's a good compact car which can be used for your daily purpose as well as on off-road. Anyway, this is one car which most of you guys have been asking me to bring, and I also wanted to drive. The first time I was driving it and it was a good experience. Hope you guys also had a good experience. Anyway, you just let me know what exactly you like about the Gypsy one. It was heard that Maruti is coming up with the Gypsy but in a 5-door format, not as a 3-door. I'm asking you, which one would be you preferring? Is it a 5-door or a 3-door? Do let me know in comments. And so if you like this review of the all-new Jimny, please do like it, share it, and also if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please do subscribe and click that bell button so you'll get all my updates as soon as we upload the video. So until we meet next, have a safe journey and enjoy your life.